There's this idea that pigs are really smart, like as smart as dogs. But where did that come from? Let's dig into the science of pig intelligence. Pigs have been domesticated for more than 9,000 years, which is more than twice as long as dogs. And they make great little helpers on the farm. They can help farmers find truffles and help kids learn responsibility. But pigs weren't originally domesticated to be our helpers. They were originally domesticated to be our food. In some parts of the world, they still are. So it makes sense that we would want to know how smart they are, what they can understand, if they're self-aware, if they have emotions. When it comes to their smarts, it turns out that pigs are pretty much on the same level as dogs, maybe even a little bit smarter. Like dogs, pigs are capable of some pretty complex behaviors. They can learn tricks and follow commands. In one study, researchers taught pigs to push a lever to get some tasty treats, and they could remember that trick for at least 2 years. That's way longer than any other animal that's ever done that trick. Pigs are also capable of some impressive problem-solving skills. Researchers have taught pigs to use a touchscreen to play games, and they can figure out how to get through mazes to find food. And pigs are also very good at remembering where things are. A group of researchers in Hungary set up an experiment where they put food in different colored boxes, and then they paired those colors with either a triangle or a circle. After they trained the pigs to associate shapes with colors, they tested them by showing them a new box color and seeing what shape they expected. The pigs were just as good at predicting the shape as a human toddler would be, and they were better at it than adult humans were. Pigs are also capable of some pretty advanced social behaviors. For example, they can recognize themselves in the mirror. In one study, researchers put a dot of paint on half of the pigs' snouts, and then put them in front of a mirror. At first, the pigs were confused, but then they started trying to touch their own snouts with their own hands. It took them a while to figure it out, but eventually they figured out where their snout was located in relation to the mirror. This kind of self-awareness has only been seen in a few other species before, including chimpanzees, dolphins, and elephants. Pigs are also really good mothers. Like most mammals, a mother pig will give her babies a little extra love and attention. She'll be a little bit more nurturing than she is with the babies of other sows. She'll also spend more time grooming her own babies than the babies of other sows. And when her babies start getting older and more independent, she'll actually start acting a little bit grumpy, so that they'll leave the nest and go explore the world on their own. And although pigs don't show a lot of emotion on their faces, they do have emotions, and they can feel empathy. In one study, researchers paired up pigs so that they could see and hear each other. Then they gave one pig in each pair a painful electric shock. The other pig in the pair didn't get shocked, but they squealed anyway. Even though they didn't feel pain, they were empathetically experiencing their friend's pain. And they showed signs of distress. But perhaps even more surprisingly, pigs can also feel grief. When a pig loses its buddy, it spends less time eating and sleeping and more time wandering around and making distress sounds. So are pigs smarter than dogs? Well, it depends on how you define smart. Pigs and dogs have both evolved to be smart in different ways to suit their different lifestyles. Dogs are generally better at following human commands and doing tricks, whereas pigs are generally better at using their environment to find food and taking care of themselves. So in a dog-pig intelligence showdown, it would come down to who's better at what.